We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Houston Astros. Eddie James, with just days left to play, the league's top power bat looks to cement his case for the home run crown. Next. Grayson Rodriguez, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Into the box, Eddie James. With just a few games left to play, he comes into this one with a sizable lead in the home run standings.
And the way he's swinging the bat, I don't think anyone catches him. It's got to be a nice feeling stepping to the plate knowing you're going to end up a home run champ.
Leading off the inning, William Janeway, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
William Janeway.
Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. So with one away, we'll take a look. Settling in now, Eddie James. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Now a shot out toward the alley in right center.
Way to go. Go hard. Go hard.
Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with one away. So a double into the gap has him in business here with one away. And you can see there he currently holds the top spot on this Arizona roster in that category. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Keston Hiura. Runner's on his way to third. He swings and misses. Throw down.
He's in there.
Throw won't get him. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot.
The center fielder, number 13, Manuel Margot.
He's going.
1 and 2. Here it is. Hops this one up. Correa onto the grass. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Striding in for Houston, Freudis Nova, runner in scoring position with Sugar.
Freudis Nova.
High in the air into shallow left center. James is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. We played 4 full. The Astros on top, 2-1. In now, Eddie James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interesting.
Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end for Arizona. All set to start the 9th in this one. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Eddie James. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases.
Look two.
Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. But baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Pitch taken for ball 4. The throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Digging in once again, Manuel Margot 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. That makes it a 7-3 ball. Coming to the plate again, Eddie James, as he'll bat for the second time in the inning.
Get a good pitch right here. Here we go. Hey, keep it going up there. Your turn, your turn.
Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
The second baseman, Keston.
He's running. Hit to third. Right to him.
Come on, slide.
Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So, boy, the wheels really came off the bus here in the top of the ninth as a huge ninth-inning rally has totally changed the complexion of this ballgame. One more shot coming up will go to the bottom of the ninth. So stepping in, Brian Roquillo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Last strike now for Houston. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away to end it, and the Diamondbacks continue the roll they've been on. 7 straight victories now as this ball game is over.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
For the victorious Diamondbacks, 8 runs on 12 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Houston Astros. The D-backs are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Mitch Keller will be on the mound for the Astros. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistake in location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as the D-backs have now taken a 3-0 lead.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Digging in, Eddie James. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Drives it out to deep right center field. Going back is the center fielder. Still ranging back. Gone into the deck seats in center. So a 3-run shot to right center field, his second of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
When you play with the big part of the field, it doesn't surprise me that you lead the league in home runs. That was an absolute bullet to dead center. What an impressive swing.
So striding forward now,
Now
Eddie
back.
James.
Left field.
2 home runs and
Eddie.
2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Straw is camped under this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Paul Castillo.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Albert Almora.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Swing, and he pops him up. Terang will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. And that'll bring up Nick Schufo. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
58.
Pops this one up. Terang takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Stepping into the box, Eddie James. As we discussed earlier in the broadcast, he's turned in impressive performances at the plate all year. And with a couple of long balls on the scorecard today, this one's been no different. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
This is on the ground over to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The relay, but he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Yeah, now they're looking at a 5-run deficit, and that doesn't bode very well for them, especially considering that they've only been able to scratch a couple of runs across the entire game. If this isn't the end, they can definitely see it from here.
And well, Margot.
Now both runners on the move. Soft liner towards first. Now a throw behind the runner, and it's in time to get him. And that, folks, is the danger of the hit and run. And now, oh, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
All right,
now
here
with
we
the plate,
go.
Eddie James. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. It's up and out of here into the archways. So a 3-run shot to left center, his 3rd home run of the ball game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
Next up for the Astros, William
Leading up
Janeway.
for the Astros, the first baseman, William Janeway.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. James is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
And with that win, they've shown they are one of the greatest teams in baseball history. tying the 1998 Yankees, who also had 114 wins. That was an amazing team, so that's some elite company right there.
11-4 at the end of this affair. The Arizona Diamondbacks with 114 wins, most in the division. John Duplantier records win number 16 on the season. Mitch Keller struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Sean Reed Foley takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon: for the victorious Diamondbacks, 11 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Astros, 4 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. They left 18 runners on base.